Hey, what's up, everyone? My name's Lionel, and I'm your host for L2 Productions, and you are watching I Watch You Watch. We are covering The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. This is season 14, or yeah, 14, episode 3. I appreciate everyone for coming to my channel. Please like this video and also subscribe to my channel if you are not subscribed as of yet, and you can leave your comments below. Let's get into this episode. Okay, so I didn't write anything down. I don't think it was that important. Not that the episode wasn't good. I think Beverly Hills has this way of entertaining in a way that it's not always action-packed. And that's cool. At least I'm interested in some of the things that they do that are kind of extracurricular. That's not, if you want to say housewife-like. They're just kind of living, some are kind of living their lives, and we just kind of see what they're doing or whatever. Kathy starts us off. She's going to be taking us to her beach house that she has. I think in Oceanside, California. So she's going to hand deliver all of these suitcases. It's invitations for everyone. It's packed with beach towels, suntan lotion stuff, something else. But it's just a way to save on money. And I think that that's wise. And if y'all think that rich people don't know how to save money, then you're quite mistaken. You only got people that want to be so flashy that want to let you know I have money are the ones that probably are going to be broke pretty soon anyways. So Kathy, she goes around her tour. She's got pillows. Now some people are laughing at that, but Kathy is an older woman. I think she's at least in her 60s, so she's driving all around town. So I don't think that is a quirky thing. Maybe less colorful to show attention to it might have been an option, but the lady is older. She's probably in her 70s, I think. And if I'm not, somebody can correct me, but who cares? She goes to Boz. Boz is like, they're standing at the door. She's like, are you going to stand there or are you going to come in? I said, go ahead, Boz. I know that she wasn't being rude, but it's like, look, you let my good air out. You letting these flies in. Come on in. I don't care how good the landscapers are in Beverly Hills. I'm sure there's some type of critter trying to come up in here. So, goes over there. Cool. We meet Nico again. So it's good that at least Boz has a consistent assistant. Not like Drew Sidora. And then she brings it back for her. Let me stop. Let me not go on Atlanta. But Drew and Sheree going back and forth through these the same assistant that just wants to be on TV, who first was on Basketball Wives back in the day. We only heard his voice, even though he thought he was going to get a lot of clout. But for some reason, these wives want to try to get him on. For what? He ain't benefiting you. Whatever. Let me stop. So we move on to Garcelle. Now, Garcelle is downtown somewhere. I'm saying downtown. I don't know where. Jade is pursuing modeling. I said, go ahead. Now, there were some modeling photos that just came out, I think, a couple of days ago with Garcelle and Jade. Somebody gonna say in the comments, oh, she's trying to be like Lisa Rinna. A model is trying to be like Lisa Rinna. Lisa Rinna was a model. Yes, she did push her children to be models. So did, what's her name that used to be on the show? What's her name? She was Erica's friend one season, and then she... Oh, my Lord. Oh, Lord. She's married to, oh, God. She used to be on back in the day, on Beverly Hills. Lord Jesus. I can't think of her name now. And she's in my head. I can see it. Anyway. So somebody's trying to be like Rinna. Some other had other distasteful comments about Rinna. I won't go there today. She hasn't pissed me off lately. Anyway. I think she goes to, was it Jennifer Tilly's? Kyle's house. No one else we didn't see on camera. Kyle's like, what is this? Everybody's making fun of the boat hat, but it's supposed to be Chanel. From what I remember, at least I heard Dorit talking about it, so hey, whatever. Yeah, she goes over there. They talk a little bit. Kyle is changing wallpaper. She said this is a distraction for her. And Mauricio, he's got a new bachelor pad, as she calls it, and he furnished it. He bought new furniture and all that. So I think we can go there because we're done with the invitations. Because Kyle and Mauricio also have a scene together. He comes by, and every time he comes by, I guess she has to show him something different that she has changed around the house. She's painted the bathroom gray. She said, I didn't want to go paint. So she's giving these hints, at least to us. I have no clue what's going on in their marriage. They don't really talk. So it's like the little things you just got to catch on to. She's saying that she's making changes, but not changes to the point of, I don't want you to come home. But it looks like, I ain't coming home. But he did sign a 6-month lease with an apartment. And she's like, well, you don't want any of these dogs to go over there? Like, no. So you don't have any responsibilities. And also, I guess Portia goes over there sometimes. But it's like, Doug, Kyle, how many responsibilities did he have while he was at your house? Honestly, I don't understand why you're redecorating that house. If most days are not, downsize, lady. I mean, Portia's got a couple more years. It's 16, so I gotta stay in there for it. But that's just money that can be spent on something else. Unless it's comfortable to you. Do what you gotta do. But, lady, just, I don't know. It just seems weird that you're decorating and you're saying all of these are distractions. But last year, you were this exercise freak and nobody was gonna F with you. You had stuff going on, and now this season, he moves out, and now you're like this little deer that's been left on the side of the road. I don't know. Look, I don't see it for Kyle whatsoever. And I'm just not understanding Kyle. Because how do you go from one extent? Y'all have so many storylines that don't even talk about your real life. Y'all say it's this, and then next season it's something else. So, and also I have to mention that I went soft on Kyle on last week, but never mind. F you, Kyle, because we're up here trying to give you sympathy in regards to Mauricio and moving that picture. Who cares? Because you went on this whole campaign with this woman, Morgan Wade, that will not allow you to talk about her name after it seemed like she was coming in between your marriage, that you allowed, and she allowed to because she signed the consent form. And it looked like you were coming in between their marriage. Or at least y'all had some type of agreement. You were the one making these music videos looking like you were in a relationship. On the reality show, it looked like y'all were really, really, really close and getting tattoos of one another. So F you, Kyle. Whatever. Like, whatever you and Mauricio got going on is what y'all got going on, and not really bothered by it because y'all don't want to tell us the real, and we just got to grab onto any little inkling of something to try to help tell this story because you're 14 years in and you haven't really had to share that much about your life. You can share about others, but not yours. What else? No real events because they're going to get ready to go to Oceanside. We do know from Mauricio that PK has his own apartment. Dorit tells us it's furnished. Like, it's less permanent like than what Mauricio did when he just bought all this furniture and all this good stuff. So who knows? Is there anything else I could talk about before going over to Oceanside? Of course, Dorit and Kyle are like, I don't know if it's going to be weird or not. We know y'all got to fight. So it's 14 years in. We know y'all got to fight at this thing. So if y'all don't know how to sit down together, I mean, y'all did go off on your own, but it was at a group event. Y'all don't know how to call each other and said, hey, let's talk. I don't know what, but whatever. Dorit, I think, is having anxiety being separated from her children. She's saying, well, this is the first time away. They don't know anything about the divorce. This is not your first time away. Or about the separation. Y'all not divorcing. I'm lost. And PK's gone for weeks at a time. So I'm lost, Dorit. As this is just so... Like, what? You've never been away from your children? PK has never been away from the house? But we're finding out that you're up... I think you're going from one dependency to the next dependency. You've been dependent upon PK. Now PK, according to you, y'all have no communication whatsoever. I don't believe that. I honestly don't believe that. You need to tell me he don't ask you how you're doing. He don't call you. If it's not every day, not once, not like you're not getting nothing all of a sudden, but then you get through a text that he got an apartment, even though he was quite loud about being single PK. Showing you his clothes. You're acting like it's kind of deceptive, that thing that he's doing. I don't buy that. I don't buy that. How Dorit and Kyle are moving this season is very weird. Of course, everyone's trying to control the narrative, and Kyle's giving us ish. And Dorit's giving some fable along with the truth, I think. Erica was sent whatever the Kyle said that she's mad about with Dorit, and she's like, oh, I thought this was going to be so worse. No. From BravoCon. Let's see. Okay, we can go on to Oceanside while they're in the van. It looks like Garcelle and Boz to be cool, really cool. But right now it seems like Dorit is attaching herself to Boz, even though she got Erica, but whatever. And I won't dilute the situation that Boz and Dorit have going on, but hey. It seems like you're latching on to your life, which is a little bit interesting. Anyways, they were playing games of whom, as far as a celeb, have you gone on a date with? Garcelle said Will Smith. We knew that. Eddie Murphy and Sean Penn. Did anyone else say anyone? Then they start talking about DICK. First, they said, well, whatever. They said, who did you go on a date with that ended up going on they didn't say who. They said, take a drink if you've gone on a date with someone who turned out to be gay. A lot of the women were in there saying that. Then they started talking about the D's. One of the D's was if you've been intimate with a crooked one. And then the other said with the little one. And some of them drunk with that also. I'll just say this. You can work with a crooked one, so I don't know why that was interesting, but whatever. But work with it, y'all. Let's go on. We're at Oceanside. They have this beachfront activities. I think there was some type of relay race along with musical chairs type of situation. I am surprised that they were in any type of real attire on that beach. Even as me with so little coins, and y'all probably got some good coins with that type of attire, I would not be in there. Garcelle did think that she was going to be the only one with the hat. I think everyone brought it. I don't know how many people were going to wear it. Kathy brought hers. Did anyone else? I forgot if they did, whatever. So after all of that, I think the relay race, Boz won. I forgot how the musical chairs really went. But they did like a musical stand chair. It wasn't even in a chair or whatever. So we move on to dinner or early, or probably lunch. And of course, Dorit wants to talk to Boz about the current situation with her husband and all that. She's latching on to Boz. I guess she needs an open ear as to how, and since Boz did go through a separation, I don't know, but she's just hanging on to dear life. And then Garcelle says, is that a private conversation that we can't be in? And Erica was like, she's kind of upset about some things that PK is doing right now. I'm sure that she will open up a little bit later and all that. I'm sure somebody's going to come for you online, Garcelle, from that line. But anyways, that's how we always are. But because all of a sudden they are featuring Dorit, they're going to hate on you, Garcelle. So later on, they're getting ready to go to dinner. Sutton, Jennifer Tilly, and Garcelle, they're in a room together, and they were talking a little bit about, I wonder what was going on with Dorit and all that. They're like, we really want to get a chance to know Boz too, because Dorit kind of got on lockdown. So they go to dinner, and of course, the elephant in the room, someone said elephants, Dorit and Kyle, they start hashing it out. Of course, there's always got to be this pre-course from Dorit. Let's just get into it. 'Cause, So Dorit feels like it was about that whole incident at BravoCon, and Kyle's like, no, there's more. That's just one of the pieces. Then she starts talking about it's how you didn't really stand up for Teddy at BravoCon. When the great Alexander Rogers asked a very important question about why do you consistently want to push off Teddy Mellencamp on us? We don't want him. So I was like, what does that have to do with anything, lady? That makes no sense whatsoever. What has Teddy got? That would piss me off right then and there. You know her and Teddy have had issues. I think that they're, I guess, cool or just acting like it for the Fox Sports 5 or whatever. Whatever. That is your friend, Kyle. And she's friends with Teddy by association. You are one of the most pathetic women out there. You're rich and got clout. And some people think that you're the main BITCH of Beverly Hills, whatever. But you are weird. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, then the next thing is Dorit reading a text. Which was a text of, don't say anything at reunion since we haven't talked. But we haven't talked for months. So you think that I'm not going to read off of a manipulative text? And then Dorit was like, well, Kyle was like, well, I don't think that you are that type of person to just read off personal stuff. Well, then what the are we talking about? You lose a lot in this whole conversation, and it looks like you just don't want to be friends with Dorit, and you act like Kathy Hilton as far as how she was treating you a year ago. And then you're going off on all these TV shows, radios, and all that, talking about it. You're acting like it's no big deal, but then now anything you want to dramatize everything. Kyle feels like Dorit is talking over her, and that's when it ends. Well, it looks like it's my time to talk. And that's how they end the episode. Not much going on, but at least enough to see what's going on in Beverly Hills. Cool. Kyle is a weirdo, and I'm sick of her. And hopefully this fight doesn't keep dragging out because I'm already over it. It's quite one-sided beef. I think Dorit does have beef because of how Kyle is treating her based upon her one-sided beef. That doesn't really amount to anything. Of course, I can't say what is triggering points for people, but you are ridiculous and you can't really stand in what you're really saying. You're just repeating it, and there's nothing really solid there. Anyways, y'all let me know how y'all feel about this episode. Who had a boat? Oh, Jennifer Tilly had that boat, Louis Vuitton boat, a purse. I guess it costs like $35K or whatever. So we're getting little items here of what things cost, and I think that was cool. We do know a little bit about Jennifer Tilly's divorce. She got a good sum of her money from her husband. She was with him for 10 years, I think married for 7 years or something like that. But he's a creator of The Simpsons, but who knew that The Simpsons would still be going on, and she is still receiving. I said, yes, that's how you do it. But anyways, that's all I have. Let me know in the comments. I appreciate everyone for coming to my channel. Like this video. Also subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.